Hi guys! It's a very, very nice day in Australia this morning. It is already 27 degrees, which is nice. I have the aircon on, I have the window open, so there may be quite a lot of background noise if you hear cars, or like we just had the dump truck make its rounds. You're gonna hear it, but it's got such a nice breeze and it's really nice and comfy and sunny in this room. So I am going to leave it that way. We shouldn't hear any kids because they should be in school, so we should be good to go. And then yes, usually the delivery guy gets here between 9:30 and 10-ish, so that's about the time that they usually come. So my dogs will go nuts, but that is very likely to happen soon. And then I'll just be pressing pause, getting the delivery, and then I'll be right back. Okay, we have so many of the usual faces on today. Hey Ian, Maureen, Jody, Blossom, Ngozi, Ian, Christy. I think I said Ian 2 or 3 times already. Wicked, hey. Rob, hey guys. Sandy, great. So this is the time I'm going to be starting until this challenge ends, because the early mornings are just, it's just hard. I cannot get up early because I end up going to bed really late. Even though I say to myself I'm going to go to bed really early, I end up going to bed at like midnight, 1 a.m. and then waking up at 5 a.m. after that is just does not work very well for me. Hey George, Renee, Ian, other Ian. Palav, hello, good morning. I'm staying up till 4 a.m. to watch you. This is my first time. Oh, thank you. Welcome to the channel. It's cool, you can say hi and then you can sleep and then you can watch the stream later. That's very, very early to be awake. And I was just saying that I cannot do it. Early for me is no good. Yes, Ian says beautiful dog. So that is Alfie. Alfie I'm pretty sure it's a King Charles Cavalier. I hope I didn't get that wrong. And he is adorable. He's got such a cute face. I love the composition of him hanging out of the windowsill like that as is, so I wasn't going to change anything, and the quality of the photo is really, really good, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. And yeah, and then this time I'm doing something different. So Jamie, one of the other students on here, I'm not sure if she's on here right now, but she asked about the Canson Me Tense paper, and she said, can we use the Polychromos pencils on it and use solvent and stuff. So this is pastel paper, so it's mainly made for pastel, and I haven't used it before using solvents and Polychromos pencils, or the wax-based pencils. So we're going to test it out today. We're going to see how it goes. The paper is a 160 GSM paper, which is grams per square meter, so that's the weight of the paper. Other papers you'll see pounds, but that just means the weight of the paper. Generally, when I'm using a solvent, I like to use a paper that's 200 GSM or higher, not something that is this thin or light. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully the solvent doesn't affect the paper in any way, and I never use a lot of solvent. I always use a tiny amount, so it should be fine. So we'll see how it goes. And then the this paper pad is the gray colors, assorted colors. So it's got a few, you can see it like that. So the last color there is the color we're using today, and then it's got some other really cool colors in here as well. So they're just different variations of gray tones. I'd say, yeah, the first few are warm grays and the last few are like cool grays, and then this is brown. But anyways, it's in the gray colors, assorted Canson Me-Tense pastel paper pad, paper pad. So yeah, so we're testing that out with our Polychromos pencils today, and I took my set of Polychromos pencils out, so I took them all out. I have that big tray where I had my Prismas and my polys in together, but that tray just doesn't work for me, especially when my pencils get too small. The pencils end up going in the back of the tray and then I can't get them out. So I just put them back in their usual trays, and so a lot of them are pretty small, but I'm very lucky because George sent me pencil extenders, very nice ones, so I'll probably get to test them out today when I use the Polychromos pencils. So that's going to be cool. And what else are we using? Oh, to get the outline done on the paper, I used a pan pastel. So I used a neutral grey tint pan pastel, which I just used that sponge, applied it to the back of a black and white print like that, and then used an etching tool to put the outline out on the paper. You don't have to press hard, and you especially don't want to press hard if your paper is that thin as well. Oh yes, I'm working on the smooth side, Jody. Good question. So there's two sides to this paper. You've got one side that's pretty textured and the other side that's pretty smooth. I am using the smooth side, although I'm sort of wishing that I did use the textured side, because it's already such a thin paper. It's easy to push the tooth of the paper down. So I don't know we'll probably reach a limit to the amount of layers that we can put down pretty soon, because there's not much tooth of the paper and because the paper is so thin. But I don't know, we have to try first before we can really decide. Palov is asking, what are Holbein? So Holbein pencils are wax-based pencils, and they are a Japanese brand, and yeah, so they're a good alternative to use compared to the Prismacolor Premier pencils. So the Holbeins are just a Japanese brand. That's not a good example. Let's use this one so you can read it. But this is what they look like. So it says Holbein Artist Colored Pencil, nice and big, and yeah, they're great pencils. They're very nice. I actually like them more than the Prismacolor pencils. Please, if you're going to ask me a question, please put in capital letters so that I know I see it. Or if you have something you really want me to read, put it in capital letters. Hi Tracy. Hi. Hey George. Okay. Amal says, I have a plane to board in 2 hours. I'll be watching as much as I can. Oh, cool. Enjoy your flight. Do you hear something? Hi, Patty. Christy. Thew. Hello, Thew. Just almost finished a gorilla close-up. Love art. Oh, cool. Okay, so now that I've saved time in doing the outline already, we don't have to go through that process again. Like I said, all I did is I took my print, I took a pan pastel, covered the back, you can barely see it, and then I used an etching tool, this one, and I just applied the outline onto my drawing paper like so. Giveaways, let's talk giveaways. Today's giveaway is going to be of a Father's Pride, which is this print over here, which is nice and big and beautiful. And it's, to qualify for this giveaway, you need to have commented roar, excuse me, under the last live stream video, part 1 of the graphite pencil drawing that I did of Kai, the toddler. So if you commented roar under that, then you qualify for this giveaway, which I will be announcing at, I don't know, let's go 10:30. 10:30 on this watch over here. I will do the giveaway, and then tomorrow's giveaway is this poster calendar and another one of those tripods, those little gorilla pods for your phone. So they're great if you don't have a crazy camera setup or anything and you want to use your phone to record your drawings. These little gorilla tripods are the best, and I've done a video on my YouTube channel called Cheap Camera Setup, where I talk about using one lamp, your phone, and this gorilla pod to get a really nice drawing video going. So that's going to be the giveaway for tomorrow, and the word that you need to comment is in the description of the video, and then that you comment underneath this live stream once it ends. Whew, there we go. There, everything has now been said, so let's draw. Ooh, ooh. Okay. I get that a lot actually, Ian. Ian's saying, Charlotte, I'm amazed that I'm actually able to talk to you after watching your channel for a while. That's good. It's nice being able to talk to you guys because I don't know, I feel like I get a sort of sense of your personalities when I chat to you guys in a feed like this. Whereas if I just get a comment or something, or when you guys just share work, I don't really get to know you in any way. So this has really been great. Amal's saying, Sheldine, why do you transfer this way versus using the graphite transfer paper? They come in different colors too. I transfer this way because it's super quick and easy, and you don't have to fiddle with dirty graphite paper. And I don't know, I don't like the graphite paper. I don't like how it adheres to the paper, and also it's much easier to erase the pan pastel because it's pretty much like applying chalk to your paper, so there's a lot more room for correction. And just the I don't know, I'm just not a fan of using transfer papers. I find a pan pastel just works really great instead. So that's just personal preference, I guess. Patty's saying, I love the Father's Pride prints. It was my inspiration for colored pencil drawings. Yay! I love hearing things like that. Thank you, Patty. Okay. Yeah, I find that with the graphite transfer paper, it's not that easy to remove. And if you want to put a lighter color over your outline, it's hard to get your graphite off. And then, yeah, I'm just not fond of the graphite paper at all. Pallav says, I miss Lisa. Her channel and this channel are the only ones I usually watch. What do you mean? Lisa's still doing videos, isn't she? Lisa is amazing. And I've noticed that she's been posting a lot of content on Patreon. So she's still there. Okay, I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. Let me show you Alfie nice and big for a second, and then I'm going to explain to you the process that I'm going to be taking. So this is Alfie, and I've done my outline on my dark paper. So what I will be doing is I'll be using pencils for everything. I'm not using any more pan pastels. The pan pastel was just used so that I could get the outline down onto the paper. So all I'm going to be using now is wax and oil-based pencils. The wax-based pencils are the Holbein pencils from Japan, and the oil-based pencils are Faber-Castell's Polychromos pencils. The sharpener I use is a School Smart sharpener, which I finally have set up next to me. And so from time to time, I'll press mute on the microphone so that the sharpener doesn't make too much noise. Or I'll just sharpen, and if you hear a funny noise, I'm sorry if it's too loud, because sometimes when I press mute, I forget to unmute it again. And then I don't look up in time, and I've had a whole conversation before I realize that I am on mute. And the pencil blender or the liquid solvent that I use is Zest-it. It's called Zest-it Pencil Blend. Let me show you what it looks like. So the zested pencil blend looks like this. Okay, wait. There we go. The zested pencil blend looks like this. And it says used to blend colored pencils, wax pencils, and oil pastels. So anything that's wax or oil based, you can use this to blend it. You can even use this to clean your oil paint brushes and stuff like that. So anything that's oil or wax, this stuff will work for it. So I have it in a little jar in front of me, and then I have two brushes. So I have a little brush, a little round, I'm pretty sure it's like a little round Taklon brush, and then it's a number 2, and then I have a number 10 makeup brush. So it's like just the eyeshadow brush that I use. You can get a whole set of these You Spicy makeup brushes, like you get 20 brushes for like $15 on Amazon. And I haven't lost any hair or anything out of these brushes at all. So they're a great alternative to actually buying paintbrushes, because paintbrushes get really expensive. So yeah, so that is the solvent that we use. If you don't have zested solvent, or you can't get your hands on it, because this is originally from the UK, so those in the US I know struggle to get their hands on the zested pencil blend. So you could use any odorless solvent as an alternative. You could use Gamsol, you could use Mona Lisa odorless solvent, you can use Art Spectrum odorless solvent. There's quite a few out there. You can use ones that aren't odorless, but I would recommend that you use the odorless ones, just because you know, the alcohol or the smell of it is very, very strong, and you don't want to, I guess you don't want to have to smell it. It's not, even though the odorless solvents are just as toxic, you just don't smell it. It's probably better to just have the odorless ones. But if you are worried about the toxicity of something, zest-it is definitely the best option to go for, because zest-it is made out of orange zest. It's made, it's biodegradable. It's, I wouldn't say non-toxic, because you still can't drink it. It can still cause damage when you drink it. But it's nowhere near as toxic as using the, I don't know, the flammable spirits. And this isn't flammable either, so that's why it's easy to post, because it's not a flammable liquid. Yeah, whereas most of the other like solvents and stuff you get are pretty flammable. And yeah, it smells like citrus, it smells like orange, so the zest-it smells quite nice. I don't mind it at all. So that's the materials that I'm using. And oh, and the paper, like I mentioned before, is the Canson Me Tense paper. I never know if I say it right. And it's the grey tone one, so it's pastel paper. And we're going to experiment today, because I've never used pastel paper like this, but we're going to see how it works with the oil and wax based pencils. Okay, let me see if I missed any questions, and then we can actually start drawing. Oh, I was going to talk about Alfie. So the way I'm going to approach this is I'm going to be putting the base layers down. I'm thinking I'll do Alfie, I don't know, what do I do first? I'll do Alfie's face first, and then I'll do the background, and then I'll do Alfie's ears and body and paw. Because I usually like getting the face blocked in pretty quickly, and then I want to do the background first, because when you do the fur over the background, you want the background established first. And then color wise, I'm just going to pick colors from my tray. I haven't made swatches for my Holbein pencils, but I have got swatches here for my Polychromos pencils, so I might use the Polychromos pencils as the foundation colors, using my swatches. Sorry, you can't see that again. That one. Using my swatches, I'll probably do the base layers for Alfie, and then using my Holbein pencils, I will add the extra lighter colors as highlights. And then again, any really fine details, I'll use the Polychromos pencils, because they hold a very small sharp point for longer. Okay. Theo is asking, do you use mixed media when using pencil, like ink, or just pencils? Yes, from time to time I use mixed media, especially in all the different drawings that I've done this month. But most of the time I just stick to pencil. I don't often add add things like ink or something. Maybe like if I have a different background, quite often my mixed media pieces will be a background that's a different media to the main subject. Like I like using ink in the background sometimes, or pan pastels to block in a background real quick. So yes, I do use mixed media. Ian, yes, you can still enter for Lion's Pride as long as you do it before 10:30. Rob's asking, is the paper rough? I'm using the smooth end of the paper. There's two sides. One side is a little bit more textured than the other side. I'm using the smooth side. With the textured side, it has got a bit of a texture, yes. I'd say it's got a medium texture. So you get smooth, medium, and a real coarse, rough texture. I'd say it's in the medium range. Clarice says, I love using tone grey paper. I kind of hate tone tan though. Yeah, using the tone paper is nice because you can really get those light highlights out from it. Okay, there is a super chat option available for this, and I do want to mention it because I have been packaging up all the giveaways and stuff, and all the art pieces, and every single international art piece that I'm going to be sending at the end of the month is going to cost a minimum of $22. So anything that might be a bit heavier may cost more. So if you guys can, it would be great if you can use the super chat option because it will help me. I'm sort of dreading what the cost is going to be when I send everything out, but if you cannot afford to do so, then please do not. Okay, but I thought I'd just put that out there. Okay, cool. Now we are going to start. So I'm going to start with Alfie's face, and it's quite small. Apparently my shipment has been delivered. They must have left it at the door. Let's go see if the calendars have arrived. Okay. Okay, I'm going to pause for 2 minutes and go see what's at the door, and then I will be right back. I received the calendars, but I didn't receive my order from Eckersley's because they didn't ring the doorbell. I'm guessing they're getting enough of my dogs yelling at them whenever they come to the door, so they just left a little thing to say that I need to pick it up later. How slack is that? Because usually when the delivery man gets here and the doorbell rings, Taylor just barks and she launches for the door. And I'm guessing that the delivery man maybe was not in the mood for that today. Okay, I have to show you guys the calendar. So this is the, so the first 12 drawings is the first 25 of the calendars. You guys can let me know if you order the calendar, which one you want, if you want the first calendar or the second one. So the second one, I only order later because that's going to be the last 13 drawings of this challenge. So today's drawing will obviously be in the next calendar. So let's have a look. So this was Alex's cat, Lisa. And then we had the tiger lilies. So that's January. And then we had the beautiful landscape that we did in watercolors. We had baby George in the Albedro watercolor pencils. We had Millie and Tracy. Tracy's on here. Fiona. Kate. Dougie. This was Jamie, Kate, We had to put it in October because that's a Halloween thing. Peanuts. And then, of course, Lisa for December. The calendar turned out great. I'm really, really happy with it. It looks beautiful. Okay, enough with the distractions now. Now we can start. And it's already time for the giveaway. So no, we can't start quite yet. Jamie says Odila says me tons paper. Oh wow, Ian, thank you so much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that greatly. Thank you, Iggy. That's true. Rob's like, it's such an economic way for us to own a lot of your beautiful art. Thank you. I do appreciate that very much. Wicked says no one knows how to mention the paper name. Canton really needs to just make a video on the pronunciations of the names of the paper. Okay. Right. So, like I said, I'm going to use my swatches to find the colors for the base layers. So, we have... I don't even know if I have half these colors anymore. And yeah. Oopsie. The burnt umber. Oh yes, burnt sienna. Raw umber. Oh my gosh. Burnt ochre. This one's sepia. We're gonna need terracotta. Terracotta. Yeah, terracotta. So those will be the yellowest, most yellowish ones. And then a bit of ivory for the highlights. Luke says halftones. I can pronounce it without a problem. Okay. I'm gonna use black for the eyes and grey. Let's go with a nice cold grey. And a warm grey. Okay, let's see how we go with those colors for now. And then I need those pencil extenders from George. So the other day I was really lucky. I got a gift in the mail from George. He's on here. And he sent me these really, really nice pencil extenders. Look how pretty they are. So I'll be using them today because look how short these pencils are. It's going to be great. I'm about to do the giveaway. I'm late again. Hey Lenny. So yep, it's Lenny's dog today. Let's get this out of the way. Hey Sarah! Oh my gosh, Sarah Edmonston's on today. She says, can't wait to see your King Charles doggy completed. I had a Ruby and her name was Abby Rose. Love, love, love this breed. Enjoying all your recent work. So while Sarah's online, and yes, I'm stalling a lot. Sarah did this painting of me. Look at that. Isn't that cool? You gotta check out her Facebook page and her website. She has beautiful work. She also did a really nice painting of Lisa as well. Okay, now I'm going to go and look at the giveaway names. You know, we're not doing that different compared to the other live streams because usually in the first half an hour I get the outline done. Okay. So part 1 of the last live stream when we drew Kai using the graphite pencils, those that commented on that one, the right word, will qualify for the giveaway. So let's go see. We've got 28 comments. Valerie is number 1. Rob 2259100 is number 2. Iggy is number 3. Luke is number 4. Esme is number 5. Ngozi is number 6. Christy is number 7. NMNDK is number 8. Peggy is number 9. Blossom is number 10. Amy is number 11. Jody is number 12. Susan is number 13. Patty is number 14. Marjine is 15. Amal is 16. Jada is 17. Marianne is 18. Susanna is 19. Barb is 20. Clarice 21. Noe's mom 22. Tracy 23. Okay, so our maximum number is 23. So we have our little randomizer app over here for the numbers. And then if I go there and I go minimum value is 1, maximum value is 23, save. And then we're going to pick a number. George. Okay, we're ready. Number 23. Well, maximum 23. 13! Was it Luke? Is that your lucky number, Luke? I love number 13. 13 is a good number. Who was number 13? Let's go see. Okay, let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 13. Susan! Susan Williams. Let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes! Congratulations, Susan! I don't know if you're on here today. You may be? Say hi if you are. And then if you can go to my website and on the contacts page, if you can just send me an email with your postal address, then I can send you the print for a Father's Pride. So Susan Williams, let me write that down before I forget. There we go. Congratulations, Susan. Sarah says, thank you everyone for your kind remarks about the painting of Shaldine. She was a delight to paint. Thank you, Sarah. It was so special. I see it every day. It's right here in my studio. I am finally starting this drawing. Let's go. Okay. Let's use the burnt ochre. So I'm gonna sharpen my pencil, and if it's really too loud, can you just let me know, and I'll make a point of pressing mute. So that's gonna happen a lot, and I will happily press mute if that's gonna be a big bother. Okay. So I'm not worrying about detail, I just want to get color in now. Iggy is asking, how long have you lived in Australia? I have been here since 2006. So 11 years. Okay, cool. You guys are happy with the sharpener. Yeah, 11 years. And I still have my South African accent by the sound of it. I get asked a lot, what accent is that? I get asked if I'm European a lot. Robert says, sounds like you're grinding your own corn. Okay. So when you're using such dark paper, it's so nice because when you use the lighter colors, it pops out quite nicely. I'm using the smooth end of the paper for anyone who may have missed that. Okay, let's use... I need an even lighter brown than that. Do that. Hello, okay. colours. Okay, I'm going to use yellow ochre, which is quite a golden colour. Let me sharpen that. So, getting these lighter colours around the eye. So I'm just placing my colors like I place my values. I'm not worrying about details. I just want to get the underlayer of the colors established and get my light tones and my dark tones in. And the best part about using a pan pastel for your outline is when you add your color pencils over the top, the pan pastel is going to start blending into the pencils. So it's not like graphite where you worry about the graphite outline maybe showing through the pencils. Okay, no worries, Gareth. Good night. Hey, Cole. Okay, I think I'm going to use a bit of the ivory. Lenny's asking, why do you use this colored paper? Sorry if you already covered that. This is just to actually have a go at it and test it out. I like the color of the paper, and I thought it'd be a good choice for this reference of your Alfie. And usually I don't use this paper with my oil and wax based pencils, so I just thought I'd give it a go. And one of the other students on here, Jamie, wanted to know how it would work, so it's another opportunity to, I guess, show others how it will work. You know what, I'm thinking I'm just gonna block the eyes in. Do the eyes first. It's always easier to do the surrounding face once the eyes are in. Hey Kirsty! Kirsty's saying, can't stay, have to work, but quick hello. Hello! I bet you're really, really busy with all those commissions for Christmas, so no worries. Thank you for saying hello. So another thing you can do is, if you want to have your reference really, really close, is have it on your phone right next to you. So the closer you have your reference photo to your drawing, the easier it is for you to see things, because you're not moving your whole head away. So if I had to put that right underneath, which I'm going to, it's going to make it a lot easier for me to notice more. Ooh, I have pencil extenders. Let me use them. So I'm going to put my black pencil in there. Oh. Can't believe the postman didn't ring the bell. Just because he didn't want my dogs to bark. Now I have to go there to go and pick it up. But I have to wait till about 4 before I can do that. Very annoying. Lenny's saying, I tried to draw her myself and used a yellowish paper. Didn't like it, found it hard to get the white the right shade. But I'm a newbie and have a lot to learn. Yeah, if you use such a dark paper, it definitely makes the highlights a lot easier to accomplish than when you're just using a very light paper. Nanette's asking, is the textured paper more difficult than what you usually use with colored pencils? Will it require more layers to get rid of the tooth? Well, I'm not using the textured side, I'm using the smooth side. So I did turn the paper over, I'm using the smooth side of the paper. So it feels pretty much as smooth as the paper I usually use. So I don't think it'll make too much of a difference. Luke says we have to wait 24 hours before being able to. Well, that's the beauty about living in a tiny little country town. You don't have to wait 24. Oh my gosh, I haven't even put the camera on at all. Thank you, Jamie. Ah, far out. That's another real Aussie thing to say, isn't it? Far out. Okay, let me put a timer on for that. Let me use my watch. I need a little checklist in front of me, I think. So, camera, 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 camera. Oh, really, Sarah? Don't worry, my phone is at the bottom of the paper. That's so weird. That your phone on the paper stops you from putting more layers on. What sort of cover did you have on there? I have pencil extender envy going on, says Nanette. Well, she's got the envy. Okay, I'm gonna use my burnt umber, another extender. I wonder how much of the pencil I need to use the sharpener. Have to use a handheld sharpener when it's too small to sharpen in my school smart sharpener. Yes, Sarah, these beautiful extenders I got as a gift from George, one of my students. Now I'm going to use this gray, warm gray. Tiny little spear, which I cannot sharpen in there anymore. So when the pencil's this small, I can't sharpen it in my school smart sharpener anymore. I need a little handheld one. Robbie's asking, do you have to use different techniques with different papers? Yes, you do. So sanded paper, you won't use liquids as sanded paper. I find it's better if you don't. Pastel paper, I don't know how we're going to go with liquids. I haven't tried it yet, but we will try it today. What else? And then obviously colored paper. So if the paper is dark, then you have to change your mindset, because instead of working very lightly around where the highlights are, you have to work more on the highlights to bring them out. So it's like you're working opposite with your lights and darks, so it gets it's a bit strange. But yeah, different papers can cause you to have to use different methods of applying your pencils. Iggy is saying, have you ever done a completely digital piece of art using digital art software? Yes, I created like a little, not that long ago, I created like a little comic book piece, which I haven't gone much further into. But not really. Sarah says, I've always admired your pocket watch. I know, that's one of my favorite things in my videos is the watch. Okay, now burnt umber. The only downfall about using the pencil extenders now, you can't see the number of your pencil or the color. Camera check. Start up again. Hey F. Cohen. I'm watching live on YouTube, so it says, but somehow I'm behind everyone else. At this point, I am first seeing Sheldine put first pencil to paper. Anyone know why? Have you gone backwards? Maybe refresh, just refresh your live stream page, see how that goes. Yeah. It really helps having the eyes in there first. I'm glad you got it to work. No problem. Hi Emma. Emma's asking, do I use Prismacolor? Yes I do, but I'm not going to use it today. Today I'm using the Polychromos pencils and then the Holbein pencils, which are wax based. I'm going to use them instead of Prismacolor. It looks like I'm giving him glasses. Much better. It's getting really hot. We had a storm and rain yesterday, which was really nice, but it's made everything so humid. Emma's asking, will I use Prismacolors tomorrow? I don't know. Probably not. My Holbeins are still very new, so I'm excited to use them whenever I can. So I'm using them instead of Prismacolors. But when I use my Holbeins, I use them exactly the same as what I would use my Prismacolors. Valerie. That's true. David says, at least I don't need those pencil extenders for the big box of Prismacolors we've got coming. David found an Amazon link. I don't know if you can still get it, but the cheapest price that you will ever buy 150 set of Prismacolor pencils for ever. I managed to get it, including postage, which is international, by the way. It cost me 80 Australian dollars for 150 pencils. 18 of the $80 was for shipping. So what's that? Cost me 62 Aussie dollars for a set of 150 Prismacolor pencils, which you cannot let a deal like that pass you. Hey Roseanne. Valerie says she thinks that sale ended. I'm so glad when David put the link up, because that's a good buy, very good buy. Let's do Alfie's little snout. And then in 15 minutes, we will pick the next person for the live drawing. So if you want to enter this and see if it's possible for your photo to be selected for the live drawing, then just check the description on how to enter. Sorry if you can hear them mowing the lawn outside, but it's far too hot for me to close that window. Marilyn, is it blurry? Is it blurry for anyone else? It's not blurry from what I can see. camera. Ooh. David says Lisa just uploaded her Inktense dolphin video. The piece that she did for the tins. Ooh. I'll have to go have a look. So yeah, someone asked earlier about Lisa's videos. They said they miss her, but she has been uploading. And she just uploaded one today. Hey Jared. So Jared from Kid Slams Arts is going to be doing a collaboration piece with me in March. So I don't know. We may do it as a Google Hangout, and then you guys can ask us questions at the same time. But I don't know. We still have to discuss those details, I think. But we'll discuss them in March. I'm doing a Google Hangout with Will from Unmasked Art in January. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, and speaking of Google Hangouts, for my students on Patreon, when we do the monthly giveaway and challenge and that where I show everyone what you guys have done and then I talk about your work that you've submitted, I think it'll be really great to do that video as a Google Hangout video, which means that you guys will not only be able to comment and talk to me in real time, but if you guys want, you guys can set your cameras up too, and then I can see you guys. So when you guys ask questions, or when I'm talking about critiquing your work, maybe, well, not critiquing, but talking about it, then you guys can, if you're comfortable with it, put your webcam on and then I can see you. It'll be really cool. Oh yes, and Valerie and I are doing a Google Hangout. When I should receive this week, I should be getting the burning kit, and then Valerie and I in January. I sent you a message about the date, Val. So just check if that date's gonna be good. And then Val and I are gonna do a Google Hangout, and she's gonna talk me through the first time using the burning kit. Jared's like, looking forward to March. Me too, it's gonna be fun. I'm not pressing hard if anyone's wondering. I'm using a very light hand. Okay, cool. So the 11th of January is when Valerie and I are going to be doing the Google Hangout live stream where I will literally just be taking the kit and following Valerie's instructions. I just have to get a board. Oh, awesome, David. Ooh, your videos are going to get amazing. So David Rooks in the chat has his YouTube channel and that all set up. And he's starting a couple of new videos and all that. So check it out. It's really good. Camera, all good. Thank you, Maureen. Let me actually put a timer on again. Jared says the King Charles Cavalier has got to be one of the cutest puppies out there. It's gonna be fantastic. He is one of the cutest puppies. Just that face. I must have a much lighter color here. So using the burnt ochre, yeah, Lisa is starting a new way of doing things. She the amount of video content and work that she's put out in the last couple of years is beyond me. The fact that she could consistently keep up with doing that much work is crazy, and she needs to slow down. And that is what she's doing. So she's going to change things up in the new year and stuff, because she's important too. She needs to take care of herself. I agree. Five more minutes and we'll pick the next live stream drawing entry. So you have 5 more minutes if you wish to enter, if you haven't already. You need to be a student on Patreon to qualify. So become a $5 minimum student on Patreon to qualify for the live drawing. And then all you have to do is send me a photo through my Facebook page inbox. Or if you don't have Facebook, you can just email it to me. And then if you become an $8 patron, you will get access to the student portal, which gives you the $65 Udemy course for free, and you get 2 free ebooks, and of course you get a spreadsheet list of all the tutorials I have ever put up on Patreon. So it's easy with all the links, so it's easy for you to pick a tutorial and just go straight to the link without having to scroll forever through Patreon. Yes, Jared, there are many creative ways of putting videos on there. And if you guys need some ideas, check out Kid Slam's Art's channel, because his video content is so much fun, and he's got a lot of different playlists with different things that he does. Seriously, Jared can do anything. using ivory. For the real shiny areas. Bye, Sarah. Thank you for popping on. It was great to see you. Amy says, Lisa's the first artist I ever supported on Patreon. She's great. Yep. Lisa is pretty much the artist that got me into colored pencils to begin with. She's my legend. She's my, what do you call it? My inspiration to start this. And she has been for a lot of people. So we're starting to get there. This is just the underlayering. So no detailing or anything yet. But just doing underlayering like this helps a lot with the detailing part, because you've established all your values and now you know exactly where to add your details. Okay, I'm gonna see what happens when I blend this with solvent, and then we'll go ahead and we'll pick the next winner. So I'm dipping this brush in my zest-it pencil blend, and then I dab the excess off on a paper towel. And now, see, I have no idea how this is gonna work on this paper, and I'm pretty sure pastel paper, it's just gonna, it looks like it just absorbs it. It just vanishes into the paper. So I'm guessing that you wouldn't use solvent on pastel paper, and I sort of assumed as much anyways, but at least we're giving it a try. Let's see if it dries any better, but we'll still apply this anyways. But pastel paper it's made for dry medium, so I can see why adding a solvent would probably just, it's like tissue, it's just absorbing it straight up. It's not really blending the colors or making them more pigmented or anything like that. So I think it is fair to say that we are not going to be using solvent again. So we've tested it, we don't like it, we're not using solvent on pastel paper. But it's not like it destroys your drawing or anything. We're just gonna have to come back in and do those highlights and layering again. That's all. Oh, too much. Okay, so that's our experimentation. We know that liquid solvent is no good on pastel paper. It just absorbs it and takes away the color. It's like it mutes it all. But like I said, it's not destroyed or anything. And we'll see what happens when it dries. But because pastel paper is made so that when you put a lighter pigment over the top of it, it's going to show up very bright anyways. And that's when we use it on white paper. When we use these pencils on white paper, the whole point of using solvent is to make the pigment show up. So you don't have to do that when you're using pastel paper to begin with. So using the solvent is sort of just, it's unnecessary. And you can still get a smooth result with just using your pencils, not using a solvent. Yeah, exactly. Thu says you can use a colors blender or blending stump. And even though we're using, I'd say with the oil-based pencils, you could probably manipulate it a bit by getting it smoother with a stump. The wax-based pencils you won't, because it's wax. It's not like a powder. But yeah, so we've tested it, doesn't work, that's fine. We'll layer on top again and it'll be like we never used it before. Okay, sorry, I'm realizing that I'm sitting like a bum on video. I just do that naturally. I like having my leg up on the chair and then I lean on my leg, which I know is no good for my posture. Right, let me go make sure that nobody new has entered. Music, what's happening? The post office says my parcel is ready to pick up, which is pretty good. But they were right here. They could have just rung the doorbell, but they did not. Whoa! Robert is painting a big pipe at work, I'm guessing. Okay. Yes, we'll be blending with our pencils in the future, not with the solvent. Cool, no new entries. So let's go. So the names that we have, so the last one to enter was Peggy. And the names we have for the entrance, we got Shara, Barb. Wait, where's Lenny? Lenny is today, so we're deleting that one. Okay, so Shara, Barb, David, Landy, Luke, Steph, Nanette, Maureen, Marianne, Lottie, Ngozi, Amal, Carrie, Jody, Renee, Christy, the other Jody, Luella, and Peggy. So that's who we've got. And hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Pretty sure I didn't. Oh, thanks, Kimberly. Hi, Noe's mom. Lenny says, I'm now sitting on the floor 1 meter in front of our 50-something inch TV. Really big image. I can see every little detail of the drawing. Love it. Wow. You would be able to see a lot of details. Thank goodness my face doesn't take up that big a screen. David and Annette, between the two of them, they want this the most. So, we'll put it out there. David and Annette. David wants double the luck. He's threatened to leave if he doesn't get picked. Okay. Okay, we ready? Let's pick the next name. Barb! Congratulations, Barb. I'm sorry, Nanette and David. Oh my gosh, we're running out of days. So Barb is gonna be number 21. Yes, number 21. So we only have 4 more to go after that. Oh no. So, I don't know. Yes, Valerie. Noe's mum isn't on there. Did you enter? Well, can you message me quickly and make sure that the name is correct? Because when you guys use different YouTube names and different Patreon student names, I'm not sure, so just make sure. While you're making sure, I am going to go and find out what Bob's image was that she entered. Barb entered the funniest photo of her dog Keegs. I have to show you. This is so funny. So this is gonna be tomorrow's one. Dear. So this is tomorrow's entry. Oh, look at that drool, the drool bubbles. So it's a boxer, name is Keegs. Congratulations, Bob. This is gonna be so funny. Noe's mom, that's okay. She got confused with the giveaway. All good, all good. No problemo. Nanette is devastated. Devastated. I'm sorry. I can't, you know, that's why I use the randomizer app. I gotta make it fair. I can't predict who's gonna come out next. So I'm really, really sorry if your name doesn't get picked. I'd love to do everybody's, but I just cannot. Okay, that actually dried up pretty good. I'm quite happy with the way that dried. Yeah, he's so funny, isn't he? That's gonna be fun doing those drool marks and those big eyes. So let's just show that again. So those big eyes, obviously I won't draw the flash in the eyes, so I would fix the eyes. And like the best way to fix eyes like that, if you want to know, is to look at other references of other boxer dogs. That it's as simple as that, and then just draw the pupils from another reference. If you're not comfortable to just wing it, because that would be the darkest part of the eyes anyways, and then you just have to pop in a highlight. Oh, that's so funny. That's gonna be a fun one. Yeah, Nanette, I know. Okay. Radio. So that dried up pretty nice compared to what we had earlier. Where it was just really, really dark. But when it dries, it does lighten up a little bit. So I guess you could use solvent if you end up going way too dark with something. Then the solvent might be a good way to settle it down a little. I mean, if you go way too light, then you could just make it die down a little with the solvent. So actually, now that it's dry, solvent will work on this paper. You probably wouldn't use it on your last couple of layers though. And Jared's like, he's quite the specimen. Yeah, Rob's saying it did dry nice. I'm quite impressed with how it dried. It looks nice. Yeah, I'm happy. Happy. Okay. So, let me just get my photo back up here. Start the camera. Oh my gosh, Sam, I see that too. Over here. Look at that. It looks like an old man curled up with his arm going around like that. Just the shape of that little thing there. That's cool. Oh, Bob. Bob says, thank you, everyone. I'm so happy. I'm all teary. Lost Keeks last year to cancer and miss him so much. Aww. I'm sorry. I'm really happy that you get picked then. It's gonna be great. It's such a funny face, so he's really gonna bring a lot of smiles to a lot of people who see him. Okay. Let's Before I add the detailing to the face, actually, maybe we'll block in the background, then do the underlayering for the body, and then do the details. So let's do the background. Since I'm not too, now that this is dried, I don't mind the solvent at all. So I might just use a Holbein pencil to block in the background. So use a, which color shall we use? Maybe we'll use like a purple, I'm wondering. Let's use raisin. Raisin. David says you should draw a butterfly or bee trapped in those drool bubbles. That's such a good idea. Valerie must make coffee. Okay, so I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna block in the background with it. I'm using the side of the pencil, so you will see the texture of the paper, which is okay for now. And I am using the smooth edge of the paper, just if anyone's wondering. So it'd be way more textured than this if I was using the other side. And I have, in the description, I have a list of the materials that I'm using. I really can't wait for Amazon to come to Australia. And then I can put links to all this stuff. I can do that now, but still. I want the Australian links. Okay, let's take another color and go over that. Let's use the indigo blue. Let's blend that in. So I'm going to use this makeup brush, number 10. Dip it in the solvent, because we want to remove the texture over here. And we don't mind if this ends up being really dark, because this is very dark part. Ooh, so smooth! Okay, so solvent is not an utter fail on this paper. You just need to give it time to dry to see the true results. Oh, what color pencils am I using? I'm using 2 Holbein pencils for the background, indigo and raisin. And they both have 3 stars on them, so they're very light, fast pencils, both of them. It looks like I'm applying a lot of solvent, but I'm not. Like I am dabbing it off first. Oh, look how smooth that is. That's wonderful. Is Jamie on here? Jamie won the $50 vouchers to Eckersley's art store in the last giveaway, and I want to know if she got anything. Oh, thank you, Barb. Bob says this is such a great group. I really enjoy the chats and watching. It is a great group of people. It's so nice. Everybody just gets involved in the chat and answers everybody's questions, and it's a very fun, supportive, and funny group. I'm very lucky. I've had so much fun this month. Roseanne's saying, man, your girls are so chatty. Do you mean on the chat feed or I'm chatty? I am chatty. I think it'd be pretty boring if I was live like this and just kept quiet a lot. I do have quiet moments from time to time. Jamie says yes, but I'm still undecided. So she doesn't know yet what to do with her voucher. Too many options. I'm using the Zest-it pencil blend. So this is what I'm using to blend right now. So that's what I'm dipping my brush into. And then I dab the excess off. Oh my gosh, Alfie's in the way over here. Let's just move him down here for now. Sorry. Yes, I do have a liquid on it. Okay, so I'm just trying to see here. Now, you don't want to get this paper too saturated. Because it's not watercolor paper, you know when you take a piece of tissue and you rub it a lot and it starts coming off? A little bit start flaking off? That's what will happen with this paper if you saturate and rub too much with your brush. So that's the only thing you need to keep in mind. Do not blend too much with the solvent because you'll start rubbing the surface of the paper off. Oh, no, when, oh, so Maureen says that Roseanne was talking about my girls as in my dogs. Any barking you hear, it's not my girls. They're sleeping right here next to me. Trust me, it'd be very loud if they barked in here. It's outside because I have the window open, so the neighbor's dog outside is very chatty, yes. Very, very chatty. I'm lucky my girls don't. Honey doesn't bark at all, ever. She's very friendly. Taylor barks if there's a stranger, so the postman, then you'll really hear her. And she's got a scary bark too. But Honey's pretty quiet. Okay, so let's do this windowsill over here. You know, my girls are lying here. wish I could show you. Maybe I can. Actually, let me unclip this. So unclip the webcam. Now let me pause this video. Okay. I'm gonna try and show you. They are. They're lying over there. Like big buffy bums on the ground. Pretty quiet. Okay, record. Battery change. Hey Wolfie. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm using my cold grey number 2. And just come in there with a ruler to get that straight. And there we go, that's better. Yes, they're very relaxed. They're pretty lazy. They sleep all day. No, I'm lucky they don't eat. They love eating food and my grass from time to time. But no, luckily they don't destroy anything in the house. Not when I'm home though. So when I'm not home, they are outside because then they would destroy stuff in the house. But when I'm home, they're very well behaved. It's only when I'm not home that they get sneaky and naughty. Okay, then we have this frame over here. And the top of the frame has this nice golden color, which is terracotta. Thank you very much, Luke. Luke says, trying out new paper live should be encouraged. Thank you. Using the terracotta again. And for the bottom of the windowsill, we'll use Bister, so Polychromos. And where else do we want that? So here. So we want to get the values right with the windowsills so that we can make sure it looks like little groovy bits. That makes sense. And then the bottom has a grey area, a light grey. And then I think we're just going to go all out with the indigo blue for the bottom. I don't like that, so. Okay. And then camera check. Good. For now. Thank you. Okay. Cool. And then here we have a bit of this blue. The shadow. Bit here. Okay. Good night, Luke. Thank you very much for today. Oh, did I miss a question, Rob? Rob, Shaldine, if you could only own 2 makes of colored pencils, which 2 would you choose? Holbeins and Polychromos. Those 2 is what I'll choose. Holbeins and Polychromos. Oil and wax. Aw, Lenny, you don't have to stay live to watch this. You should go to sleep. You can catch up another time. This video will always be available. I guess it is a little more fun being able to watch it because it's your Alfie, your drawing. You want to see the whole thing live and you don't want to miss out on any of the commentary. Yeah, this is gonna be a long one. Okay, let's just move Alfie back up here. Oops. I'm so glad this masking tape's here because I am no good at staying in the lines. Good night, Sarah. Thank you for popping on. That's okay, Lenny. We do not expect you to last until the end. Shiverfolk says, I love dogs so much, and for once a King Charles with an original name. Clap, clap. Fangirl is asking, what paper are you using? I'm using the Me Tons. That's how we have decided to pronounce it. Kansan pastel paper. So the materials are listed in the description of the video. Yep, there you go. Thanks, Maureen. Okay. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to use this blue, this indigo, and I just want to make it a little bit darker, just around the outer edges. This is not just one flat color. And then to darken that blue up further, I'm going to use, let's use the sepia, the Holbein sepia pencil. It's also got 3 stars, so it's very light fast. Ugh, I need to fix my nails. I'm going to add another color on top of this still. Let's go ahead and add some black. Yay, my camera made a noise. I get that a lot with you guys in the comments. You're like, oh my gosh, you actually talk to me. Yes. That's the whole point. I do acknowledge you guys because it's important that you guys are on here on the chat feed. And I appreciate it. Thanks, fangirl. No worries, Shiverfolks. Thank you for joining us. Candy Cane says, I'm watching this while I'm studying for a test and setting up the Christmas tree. Oh my gosh, yes! I know. It's crazy that it's already time to put up a Christmas tree. So I'm using the black Holbein now to go over the blue and brown that I put down. And because I put colors underneath it, the black isn't going to look so flat. So that's okay. So whenever I use black, I generally use it with a mixture of other colors, not on its own. The only time I use black on its own is if I'm doing things that are super black, like the pupils of an eye maybe, or a very, very dark shadow sometimes. But most of the time when I use the black, I am using it with a mixture of other colors. Let's add some here too. And then we'll blend that in. Valerie's like, okay, I'm good now. I have my coffee. Yeah, I shall have another sip. I just have good old boring black coffee, but I love it. I need it. Okay, so dipping my brush in my zest-it pencil blend. Let's go and finish this up. It actually makes it very matte. It looks very matte, but it still gives it a very nice, soft, smooth look. I like it. Not too much solvent, because you don't want to rub off the surface of the paper, because this is not watercolor paper, it's pastel paper. So you just want to be careful with the rubbing. Do not rub hard. You're just rubbing the surface of the paper. Cool, that looks a bit better than just the flat sort of purple color, and just the mono color. Right, let's do this one now. Robbie's saying, do you choose Holbeins over Caran d'Ache Luminance because choice of colors or because of quality? Actually, I didn't even think of the Caran d'Ache Luminance pencils, but I think I would still pick them over the Caran d'Ache because of color, yes, and because of the way they feel in your hand. So they have a nice feel. They are a narrower pencil than the Caran d'Ache, so the Caran d'Ache Luminance pencils are very wide. I can't fit them in my sharpener, so that annoys me. So I'll get better use out of the Holbeins because I guess because it's got more colors and it fits in my sharpener. Quality wise, I'm guessing Caran d'Ache will still be better quality wise because they are like the ultimate pencil brand in terms of quality and manufacturing. But I think, yes, I think personally I would still pick my Holbeins over the Caran d'Ache Luminance. But the quality of the Holbein pencils are also amazing. They are very light, fast pencils. They have very nice range of colors. They feel good. The quality is good. So really, it's a good pencil. Whoa. Kimberly says on the US eBay site you can buy the Holbeins for $4.23 each. Is that US dollars? That is so expensive. That is very expensive. Iggy is asking, do you like hot tea? Yes, I do. I love tea. I love spicy teas like teas that have ginger in them, or red teas like rooibos tea, and I love green tea. Green tea leaves. Yes, I do like herbal teas. Oh, and peppermint tea. I love peppermint tea as well. I do. Oh, you guys are so polite. It's like, it's time for lunch. Yes, I guess. How about I stream until 1:30 and then then that'll be it for the live stream. And then I will, like I did the other videos, the part 2, I'll do part 2 of this as an unlisted video until it's done, and then at least both parts will be available. But for the live chat and the live feed, we'll keep going to 1:30. How does that sound? So an hour and 10 more minutes, and then we'll stop the stream. But I will still have part 2 on here in real time for those that would like to see it in real time. That one's just a little bit more boring because I'm not talking through that. I would put music on for you guys, do part 2, and then put my headphones and my iPad on, and I'll probably have Gaia or Netflix or something playing while I do part 2. Cool. That's good. I like it. Let's blend in the windowsill over here, because we know that it's going to appear a bit lighter once it dries. Yes, Robert, I also love iced tea. Maureen says, wow, great plug for Holbein. Yeah, if only they could see this video and see how much I love their pencils. They're really, really good. Ian's asking what's for lunch. Probably another smoothie bowl. I'm thinking that I might just do a whole week of having smoothies. Have a little cleanse. I've been eating a lot of junk the last couple of weeks. So, yes. Just, I've been having smoothie bowls. I had one this morning, probably have another one, and fresh fruit in between every once in a while, I think. It's good. I do like to every once in a while just have a couple of days where I just have juices or just smoothies. And it does make me feel so much better. Just need that little kick in your body. Okay, so I'm going to use the black to do the shadow. So just paying attention to the reference of where the shadow is. Rob is like, I could have sworn the dog blinked as Shaldine's arm passed by. Iggy's asking. I already answered that question. Camera. I actually saw that one. Oh my gosh, that's noisy. I might have to close the window. Bye, Jared. Thank you for joining us. Oh my gosh, Amy. I hope you're okay. Okay. Carrying on. Look after yourself, Amy. Don't take chances. Rather be safe than sorry. Fangirl is asking, do I sell my art? I do. I don't promote it as much. I need to put my originals on Etsy. I mean on my website. And then I've got prints available on Etsy. But I rarely sell anything. But I don't really make an effort to promote it that much, so I know why. It's more about doing stuff for the students than for me selling the art, I guess. Okay, we'll do the shadow on the wood later. That's good for now. Let's blend that in. Oh, Robert. Yeah, just take it easy, Amy. Dogs do strange things. Vinegar at monster. I might just leave the background like that for now and we'll work on it more later on. So let's keep working on Alfie for a little bit. Good night, Robert. Thank you so much for being on here. And good luck with cleaning. Okay. Maybe I will just finish off the background. Sorry, changing my mind. I am going to finish off the background. So I'm using a warm grey 4. Thank you, Robert. I'm using the lighter gray again. Okay, so this windowsill, let's start from the bottom section. This section here sort of has little grey bits going like that, all the way to here. Okay. So working on this bottom section first, I'm using Bister with Polychromos as a sort of foundation layer for the wood, and adding a little bit in there. A little bit at the top. Okay. Then using a bit of the burnt ochre, just create almost tiny little lines almost to create a sort of textured look on the wood. And then we add the lighter color, it's going to pop out even more. So let's use the cold grey. No, I think I want a warm grey. A warm grey? See, how quick was that? Just create a little bit of textured lines, gives you the illusion of a wooden look. Wooden look. Lenny says, I love that how this is coming along. I'm learning so much from watching. You're truly great and gifted artist and teacher. Thank you very much. Let's add a bit up here. Okay. Cool. Now we got some really sort of real orangey colors up here. So we'll use the terracotta. Using raw umber over here, and then we can come in with a darker brown. So this one was burnt umber, I think. Cool, it's looking a bit more like a step, and then we could add even further highlights using our light warm grey. Warm grey 1, I think. Yes, the pencil holders are coming in handy. Yes, it's in a window. Cool, so while we've done the step here, we can go ahead and do the shadow. So using the burnt umber again, we can create a shadow effect. Cool. Cool. I like it, I like it. Cool, so that's the background for now, and then we will add the, let's put Alfie here. Just the windowsill that's covered, so that should be good. Okay, camera check, all good, thank you. Cool, Ian. Have you shared your Facebook page on our Facebook page? So if you have social media that's dedicated to art, I almost said something else. If you have a Facebook page or social media dedicated to art, then join us on the Chaldine Art Horde's Facebook page, and then you can share it with everybody else there. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's keep working on that adorable little face. And you know what? I already want to do it. I want to pop those highlights in to the eyes. Oh, there goes my chair. So using the Uni Posco white acrylic marker, I just want to put those, oh, so gentle, cute little highlights in the eyes. It just makes them pop. Yes, that'll do. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Actually, we can put teeny little highlights in the nose too. Just here. Make it look wet. And I will make that die down in a little bit, don't worry. Ah, that makes such a difference. Cool. So let's continue working on the fur. So using the, actually, let's start using more of the Holbein pencils. Since I have so many, we gotta use them. We gotta use them. Ooh, this one looks good. This one, yes. Ooh, there's definitely a better color range in here. So using burnt sienna. Maybe that's a bit too reddish. Let me sharpen this. Thanks, Maureen shared a link to the Facebook page. In the chat there. Okay, using brick. Okay, I'm getting pretty damn hungry. So I'm going to go for 15 more minutes until 1 o'clock on this watch. And then that's going to be it for today's live stream. But I'll put part 2 real-time clip on later. But that won't be live. Okay, so 15 more minutes. Oh, and just another thing to mention with the Facebook page Chaldine Art Hordes is not for you to share your art. It's for you to share your social media. So if you want to share your art and you're a student on Patreon, then that's where you would share it. But the Chaldine Art Hordes page is not for you to share your art. It's for you to share your Facebook page or your YouTube channel or your Instagram. So if you share your art, unfortunately, it's going to be removed. There's a lot of other pages where you can share your art. That one, Chaldine Art Horde's Facebook page, is to talk about art supplies and to talk about the social media channels so other artists are aware of which artists are putting content out on YouTube and Facebook. So sorry, I should have probably clarified that a little earlier. So I'm using the terracotta to add that orange in there. Oh, Lenny says it's not a window frame, it's a door frame. That makes more sense since Alfie is really hanging out of that door frame. It'd be a little scarier if that was a window frame. Oh, Iggy says it has my art on my page. Okay, so if you shared your page, that's cool, and then we can see your art on your page. Perfect. I think, yeah, Val and Maureen will clarify for you. Come on, why is the music not playing? Next one. Oh my gosh, Alfie is a she. It's a she, not a he. I am so sorry, Lenny. Alfie is a beautiful girl. Not a boy. She is so cute. Magic. Why's your tummy grumbling, honey? Hey? You got a grumbly tummy? Okay. Go back in with the burnt umber. Actually, I want to use a Holbein. Let's go with chocolate. Maybe a bit darker. And let's go with sepia. Sepia, yes. Well, Alfie could be a male or female name for a dog. So you can usually tell by their names. Well, that's how I usually tell by their names. mixing the cream. No worries, Iggy. I'll definitely have a look when I get the chance. Thank you, Sam. Good night, Iggy. Okay guys, I'm gonna have a break and then I'll finish this later on. But thank you so much for tuning in. It was really fun today. So today we tested out a paper that I haven't used before with oil and wax-based pencils. So we used the Canson Metons, this pastel paper. It's the assorted grays and it's 160 GSM, and yeah, so that's the paper we used. And we used our Holbein wax pencils with our Polychromos oil pencils, and then to blend we used the Zest-it pencil blend liquid. And then for those really bright highlights you see on the snout and in the eyes, I used my Uniposco acrylic paint marker. Yes, so that's what we used. Congratulations, Lenny, on being today's winner for the live drawing, and congratulations, Barb, for being tomorrow's selection, and congratulations to Susan Williams for winning today's giveaway. Oh, tomorrow's giveaway is a calendar poster, which looks like this. So just a calendar poster and the a Gorilla Pod smartphone tripod. And to qualify for that giveaway, you need to comment whatever the word is. It says it in the description. I've already forgotten, but comment that word in the comments below after this stream, so soon, and then you will qualify for that giveaway tomorrow. Yes. Oh, and I got the calendars, which in the beginning of this live stream I showed you guys the new calendars I got that contain the first 12 drawings of this November challenge. And then Alfie is going to be in the second lot of calendars, but you can order that now if you want to. The link is also in the description, so they on pre-order. and I'm going to be posting them all on the 4th of December. So I should have the new sets of calendars. So I finish on the 2nd of December, and which is a Saturday. So probably 4th, 5th, or 6th of December, I will have the second lot of calendars, which will be the last 13 drawings that I've done in this November challenge. And then of course I know if it's one of your drawings that I've done and you order a calendar, I'll know to obviously send you the calendar with containing your drawing. But yes, you can pre-order those now. I've mentioned the giveaway. $8 students, if you submit to the $8 monthly subscription on Patreon, you will get immediate access to my $65 beginners colored pencil Udemy course, and you'll also get 2 ebooks for free. So you get that straight up. You also have your own personal login to a student portal where I put a lot of content on for my students. And then to qualify for this competition, you just have to be a minimum of a $5 student on Patreon, and then that is all. That's the only condition. And then send me a photo that you have taken, can be anything, animal, landscape, person, obviously appropriate, and then you send that to my Facebook inbox, and then you go into the draw for the next winner. So the next one will be selected during tomorrow's live stream. And I think that covers it all. Hey Tanya, so some of you are tuning in now, but I'm about to say goodbye. But you should be able to watch this stream now anyways. So it will stay here. So remember to comment the word in the description. It says giveaway special word under this video when I end it now. So thank you for tuning in. Lenny, you can finally go to sleep. I'll finish Alfie in a unlisted stream, and then once it's done, I will send you the link to the video. And then you guys can watch part 2 of the stream as well. Oh, Susan coming late. Yeah, so you got the giveaway of a father's pride. Well done. So just make sure if you go into my website, chaldeanfineart.com, Susan, if you can just, via the contact page, send me your postal address so I know where to send it to. And then everything is getting posted in the first week of December. So around the 5th or 6th of December, I'm posting everything out. So Patreon student gifts, the giveaways, these original drawings, they all going. Okay, I don't know if Lenny's left us already. She may have fallen asleep. But yeah, that's the go. We're all done. No problemo. I'm gonna head off to the post office to go and get. I got the art graphite putty, which is waiting for me at the post office, and I think I got some Derwent Colorsoft pencils, just a small tin, to try them because I haven't tried them before. Yes, thank you to everybody who made super chat donations today. I appreciate it so much. It definitely helps towards posting all these giveaways to you guys. Thank you so much. So good night to most of you in the US, and good afternoon to those in Australia. Enjoy the rest of your evening or your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay.